So we're here in New York City, and we just went into the new Moynihan train station.
Train hall
at
Pennsylvania Station.
We took some pictures around there. But one of the other reasons we came into the city is I have my Z5 here with the box because I think I might be returning it. And I've had some issues with the autofocus, so we're going to head over to Adorama now, where I bought the camera, and I'm going to talk to them about it because I'm having a lot of trouble with the autofocus in low light. Now, you've seen that happen, right?
I was watching him over his shoulder while he was doing it. And, sometimes I get it. It doesn't focus properly, whatever. You recompose your focus again. But this is like a recurring thing that shouldn't be happening. When you're trying to autofocus and it's hunting around, it's just not right.
Right. So over the holiday week, it's right now it's January 3rd, 2021. And I've been using the camera for about a month and maybe a month and a half. And over the Christmas holiday weekend, I was with some family and taking pictures and things. And I noticed the eye autofocus would track the people's eyes, but the images weren't sharp. I would get every now and then an image would be sharp, but most of the time it was missing focus. No matter what focus mode I had, if I put it in single point, I was having issues with it. And I thought it was maybe user error or I don't know, but I've tested it out now, and my old Nikon D7000 actually focuses better than this brand new Z5. So I'm not happy with it.
The camera shouldn't be doing that, no matter what combination of lenses. And you've had the same problem with a few different lenses.
Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with the lenses. I've shot it with the Sigma 70-200 with the new Nikon 24-70 f4, which is made for the camera, and also my older Nikon 16-35 f4. And all three of them are giving me the same issue. So I really think it's the camera.
Yeah, it's either a problem with the actual physical camera itself, like maybe there's something wrong with this camera, or the Z5 is having a problem with autofocusing with certain lenses.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to Adorama, and I may walk out with a different camera today. So I wanted to love this camera, and I've been trying, and but I'm not loving it. So my next logical move would be the Z6 II, which has a different sensor, different autofocusing, supposed to be better in low light, which is where I'm having the issue. When I'm shooting in bright light, it locks focus and I don't have an issue, but it's still not 100%.
Right. You should love your camera.
I should love my camera. So let's see how it goes over at Adorama. We just left the city and I was in Adorama, and they are willing to take the camera back. It falls within their return policy for the holidays. And the salesman actually didn't seem too surprised by the problem that I'm having with the autofocus and low light. So I think my next move is to return this and get the Z6 II, but the Z6 II is not in stock, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's no prospect on when it's going to be in stock.
Right. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold on to the Z5. He said hang on to it and he'll call me when they get more in. But so that's where I'm at right now. So I'm going to be stepping up to the Z6 II probably when they get it in. He said everything's back ordered, so we'll see how it goes. So we were out shooting this morning, and the Z5, I got some nice images. I'll drop some in here. But this focus issue is something that's been bothering me since I got the camera, and I thought it was just me learning the camera or maybe the lenses, or I really didn't know, but I think it's the actual camera. So if you're looking for a Z5, just be aware that in low light situations, you might run into some focusing issues with autofocus. And now I've used this on the S lenses that are made for the camera and the Nikon F-mount lenses, and it happens with both of them. So that's something to be aware of. Otherwise, I love the camera. Everything about it I like. I could never go back to shooting with a DSLR. We were talking about that, right?
Yeah.
The difference, you feel the same way.
Yeah, when you look at the DSLRs now compared to the mirrorless, even a lower-end mirrorless, the DSLRs just seem like old technology.
Like a relic.
Yeah, it's an old piece of equipment that, sure, it's still got a great sensor and you're going to get great images from it, but it doesn't have all the extra features and technology that the mirrorless cameras have.
Right. That's where I'm at now. So really, I have no choice other than to just move up into the better Nikon mirrorlesses. A Z5 may work for you. I'm not sure. Or maybe there's an issue with mine. I'm not sure. But I think I'm just going to spend the extra money so I don't have to think about this anymore. Because I don't want to have to worry about when I'm ready to take a shot did I get it or didn't I get it. I actually went out the other night with the Z5 to do a video on how to shoot low light photography, and there was some Christmas lights and things. And I got home after shooting it, all the shots were blurry. Now, the autofocus was locked in, what I thought, on what I was taking a photograph of, but it wasn't. And it was like a lousy night. It was dark out and it was a little rainy, so I didn't go crazy checking it while I was there. And turns out all the images I took were blurry, and it was like a waste of time, you know. So this is the kind of stuff I don't want to have to think about. I just want to be, you know, my D750 was reliable. I took a shot. I knew it was in focus. I never had issues with focus ever. And you don't have any with your Canon,
No,
right?
not at all.
Right. So that's not something I want to think about.
Yeah, and I think after using the Z5, which you've been using it for a month and a half or so now, like now that was your introduction to the mirrorless, right? Now you really liked it. You really like using it. So now I think you're more comfortable spending a little bit more money going to something like the Z6 II,
right,
after having used mirrorless for this time.
Well, listen, I'm bought into it now. Now I have lenses for it. I mean, I can't even go back to a DSLR. I traded in all my DSLR lenses, so I don't have them. So it's I got myself in a little bit of a mess here, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, so I'll keep you updated. So as of right now, I'm not loving or recommending the Z5. Okay, see you in the next video.